Welcome to a crisp, cut, clean, boxed in, squared, tapered, faded episode of Movies with Megashaun. So as we see here, I need to get a nice little lined up myself, get myself boxed in like a Chevy. Is that a good one? Boxing. Anyway, so Barbershop 3 is, in my opinion, the best. Of course, in my opinion, it's Movies with Megashaun. Of course, in my opinion. Anyway, Barbershop 3 is the best of the three. I feel it touched on a lot of current issues without overdoing it. Like, I would want to compare it to Chirac, kind of, for two reasons. It's a predominantly black cast in both films, and it takes place in Chicago. But Chirac, it was kind of overdone. I wasn't a fan of the sing-songy of the, Romeo must Juliet. For it is I who wants the gun. Can I get some of those buns? You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't my thing. Barbershop was done well. Obviously, the cast with the addition of Nicki Minaj and the different comedian guy, and obviously Common is now added in, and everyone did very well. It was a movie to where anybody could go and see it. The issues they touched on, especially in Chicago, in regards to the murder rate, to the gangs, it even went a little political as far as them, talking about zoning in a section of Chicago just because it was getting too out of hand. But again, none of it was ever drawn out. Like, they weren't shoving it down your throat. It was literally conversations that you hear in a barbershop. There was a little love spat between Common and Eve, which was, to me, seemed weird because, you're not going to argue with your wife, first of all, at your place of employment. Second of all, at a barbershop, because it's a barbershop. Everybody's going to know your damn business if you're arguing in the barbershop with a beauty salon attached to it. So just some of the things, and that's just me being nitpicky that as a man, and I'm watching it, like, why would you argue with your woman in front of a bunch of people in a barbershop attached to a salon? That's like just going on TV and just telling the world. But then they even realize and talk about the emphasis of social media in regards to getting a response. Obviously, Twitter, if you don't know already, is pretty huge in regards to reaching a ton of people. If you were to ever get any hashtag, hashtag culture junkies, hashtag culture junkies, Civil War, anything like that. If you were ever to get that to go and be like the hashtag of the day and have it trending, even though it really doesn't mean much at the end of the day, that's pretty huge. So them using that and utilizing that to reach out to the youth, to reach out to anybody of any influence, throughout the inner city communities or just any communities as a whole. It was very, 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 very well done. And I can't really say that enough. Like, I would consider it a good movie, but it wasn't nothing great, but it was good because of the subject matter that it was based on, the topics that it addressed, the cast, everyone fit. JB Smooth stole the show. It was excellent. I've always thought as a comedian and even as an actor, he represents himself well. And even in this one, he was the star of the show. Cube is Cube. Common. He's Common. Did Mecklin call? He's Common. So, but no one did. There was no bad performances. But JB Smooth did steal the show as the hustle man and Renaissance man, to where he just, if you need it, I got it. Whether it's real estate to something for a STD to if you need a dog, haircut. Like, he was just everybody, and just his command of his role was fantastic. Cedric was gonna be Cedric. He still makes the old man you don't get tired of him yet. I'm not tired of anybody in the cast, and maybe that's because they do relatively consistently switch out those side pieces and keep the main actors. So well done because you have a lot of movies, especially for blacks, minorities, whatever situation might be, that it's forced, or some people might not like a specific director, writer because of outfits of his characters. But this was, it hit home. Anybody, would be able to see it. And then if you're somebody not from that community, but you're a fan of Nicki Minaj or whatever, then that message is able to get out to you. So I definitely applaud them for that. So please go check out Barbershop 3. Back in business. That don't even know if that's the name, but if it is, that means Megashaun's great, because I was just gonna call it Barbershop 3, but it might be Barbershop 3 back in business. Either way it go, please go check it out. You can take your family, nobody under 13, because it's not necessarily for young kids, but the subject matter might be, they might relate better to listening to Nicki Minaj, as weird as that sounds, but that's where we are. Please continue to subscribe, like, share. Continue to check out our live stream every night, Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. We are streaming from YouTube and Twitch. So check us out. Comment. We love to hear your feedback. We love to respond back to your feedback. We also just love to talk. So check us out. Thanks for watching.
Culture Junkies!